Today we're gonna be unboxing some fish that will hopefully be going in either one of my saltwater ponds or even the freshwater pond. We got a big box. This should be exciting. Let's unbox this thing and see what's inside. Guys, Daffy is back. It's been like over 2 months, over a month that I've seen her, but she brought her husband. Yeah, she's back. Just letting everyone know, quick update on Daffy, Doc. Yeah, it's Daffy and Donald. They are cruising the canals looking for someone to feed them, and they're probably gonna circle back and start flying into my pool because that's what they do. They fly into my pool. They like my pool now, so. All right, so I'm just gonna get this thing open so we can see really what we're dealing with here. As you guys know, you guys just saw Daffy and Donald. They are cruising the intercoastals looking for food, and hopefully, if they come back, I'll give them some dog food because they absolutely freaking love the dog food for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, wow, we have a very interesting box here with seems to be a lot of fish inside. Letting me go one by one. There's at least four fish in here. At least 4 bags of fish. So this should be a good one. And Forrest, are you excited? He said, hell yeah. That's what he said, I'm pretty sure. Now this should be an epic unboxing because we have a giant styrofoam cooler here, which has to have some giant fish inside it. So let's unbox this guy at the end, but let's get right into the unboxing. First things first, let's do this bag. We have a classic. These are platies, and there's actually a lot of them. And this is good. I've been wanting to add to our freshwater pond, so it's actually good to get some more color in there. I'm still waiting to see what we want to get for our real big first fish, because we're still preparing for that, but let's see exactly how many we got. Look at these guys. These are awesome little schooling fish. We already have, I think we already have mollies in there, so now we're having platies as well, and they go together great. Lots of bright colors. The thing that's bad about these guys is the pond is so big over there that you can't even see these dudes. You can't even see them because they're so small, and that pond is like almost 1,000 gallons, giant. So we will not be getting a good look at these guys until maybe we have 100 in there. That guy's cool though, look at that, sick. Let's get these guys in the pond. The yard men were just here, they still are here, and you can hear that in the background. They blew all the leaves inside the pond. So now I'm gonna need to net those out, which is great. Oh, there's one of the mollies, albino edition, right there, cruising the water. So let's get our mollies or our platies in the pond. Here they go, here they go, here they go. You're not gonna be able to see them. There they go. All right, enjoy, my friends. Enjoy all of the space you have in the pond. All right, now we have a clean pond with no leaves in there. Look how clear that water is. That is some clear water. Clear water. It's finally through its cycle and it is crystal clear now. Now we can see what's in bag number 2. Let's do it. Now let's get to bag number 2. I did have a sneak peek and I see what this guy is. We actually just recently got one of these guys, but this guy looks absolutely massive. Look at the size of that blue craw. So now we're gonna have 2 giant blue craws in there who are absolutely, the other one was probably half the size of this guy. Look at that. Zoom in on that right there. That is a giant blue craw right here. That thing is I think that's the biggest one I've ever seen in my life. So I did request freshwater fish for this box, so I think it may be all going into the backyard pond in the back, the 1,000-gallon freshwater. But this guy, I mean, getting a lot of crawfish, man. Blue ones, that's all we got in there. I may have to go on a tear because there's crawfish that live in Florida and we could catch a bunch of them with a fish trap, so that might be a good idea. That guy is absolutely huge. What a stud of a blue crawfish. I'm trying to compare the other ones, if you guys can see on the screen, if you guys can see that. And he has some serious personality right here. This guy is one giant blue crawfish. Fish guy Hack wants to try grabbing him. Is he gonna freak out? No, just grab him from the back. Just don't be scared. Don't be scared. He didn't even do anything. I used to be, I don't like to touch, but now I don't like to touch. Now it's this guy. I don't like to touch. There you go. Nice, there he goes. Hey. Hold the crawfish. All right, let's get this blue guy in the pond. Let's get our blue crawfish in the pond. I'm making a video on my phone as well because shout out to our TikTok. We almost have 1 million followers. Look at that guy. That's a beast of a crawfish, dude. He's a tank. There he goes. Look at him there. That's a big boy. That's sick. Crawling on the bottom. What a cool and strange looking. I can't believe that thing's real. It's straight electric blue. He's huge. He's huge. He's the size of the log. He's the size of the log. He might attack that pleco. That thing's a savage, I bet. Now this bag is actually pretty big. I brought the box over here because it seems like all of them are freshwater, but this bag is pretty big. Oh my God, this is a Florida gar. This is a Florida gar. Okay, now I'm gonna have to go on a mission. Here's the bad part about getting this fish. I'm gonna have to go on an absolute netting mission to get all these platies out because this guy's gonna eat them all. This guy's gonna eat them all. So I may have to set up a little freshwater aquarium in my room. These guys love little minnows. They love little tiny fish. Anything that can fit in that tiny mouth, they will eat eat. So that's a sick fish, and it's our first predator going into the freshwater pond. So this guy's gonna be our first predator. So we're gonna have to maybe set a fish trap in here. I might leave one in overnight and just catch all those little guys out. Now our old gar's name, the OG gar for all you OG fans, his name was like 4 years ago. His name was Thomas the Gar. I don't know why we named him Thomas the Gar, but this guy's definitely gonna need a name for the pond because he's one cool fish. I love gars, they're so epic. Oh, he's a little dude. He's a little guy. He might not even do much to the fish. Fish right there. I love gar. They're some of the most strange fish ever. And Florida gar don't get like super giant, but there is some giant gar in this world, like 6-foot gar, just absolute dinosaurs. That is one cool fish. And he's gonna love it in here. He's probably gonna swim right down to the bottom until he gets used to it, then he'll chill at the top. There he goes. There he goes. So he's gonna sit on the bottom because he's scared right now. But once he is nice and acclimated to the pond, I'm sure he's gonna be a very happy fish. These guys love to come up, hand feed. Once he gets used to me, he'll be standing right at the top of the water column and chilling at the top, and he's always gonna be making himself known because they are always ready to eat. They're always hungry, they're always ready to eat. Now I'm fine with him eating the minnows that we caught because those are just regular minnows, but the mollies and platies, I wish I would have unboxed this guy first. I thought it was gonna be a giant pleco or something. Minnows that we caught for the pond that we actually put in here when we netted them all and fish trapped them, those are gonna be fine for eating for him because that's what they'll probably eat in the wild when they're that size. They're super small and they love that live fish. So hopefully in the next couple days we can do a nice feeding for this guy because he's gonna be super cool. All right, now for the grand finale, we have the giant cooler. This doesn't feel like water very much. It feels empty. Could be a bamboozle. This doesn't feel like water at all. This feels like maybe some decor or something. The moment of truth. Oh my gosh, he smells. Look at this guy. This is a giant snapping turtle. What am I supposed to do with this guy? What am I supposed to do with this guy? Okay, now we definitely are gonna need to be removing the crawfish, who is actually cruising the bottom of the tank. I love him. We have a giant snapping turtle. He's cruising the bottom of the tank over there. He's doing awesome. Wow, I think I might have to set up a freshwater tank. If we put this guy in here, he's gonna wreak havoc unless I have giant fish. Look at the size of this guy, dude. That is a mean machine. His claws are giant. Look at the claws on that.
Yeah, it's nails.
I'm so scared to get bit by this thing. Okay, so we're gonna have, you guys are gonna have to talk me through it in the comments. What's the plan here? Because I have already a freshwater tank in my room that it's my personal tank. So I have a couple tanks in there that are actually my personal tanks. I have a saltwater and a freshwater that I just leave in there. So I could put the crawfish and everything in that tank and then keep this guy in here. So you guys are gonna have to let me know in the comments. Right now, I'm scared to put this guy in, to be honest. This guy is a freaking hoss. I mean, it'd be cool to have a snapping turtle in here. I think I'd rather have a giant snapping turtle in a pond than a tank, and then have the fish until they get big enough, put them in here. So now we are limited to big fish only if we put this guy in. Or I'm gonna have to find my buddy who has a giant pond, would love this guy. So it's either I relocate him to him because he would love this snapping turtle. He has a big pond in his backyard. He would love it. So we may not be keeping this guy. It's either this guy or the fish. He's so strong and so big. Oh my goodness. That is the scariest monster I've ever seen in my life. That is a freaking monster, and he stinks. He stinks. Yeah, I don't know. I think this was meant for fish, this pond. Let's just see what he looks like in there. Oh my God. That thing is crazy. He's huge. I am shocked. That thing is a dinner plate. I'm gonna call my buddy right now. He's on speed dial, I'm calling him, and he will be probably taking this turtle. I don't know, it's up to you guys. It's up to you guys. Comment down below right now, what do you think? Keep the snapping turtle, put the fish in a different tank than this pond, so we'll have two different ponds, bigger fish and smaller fish, or we just keep the fish in here and we get rid of the freaking Godzilla in our pond, because that thing is freaking giant. Look at him, he's huge, and but he's kind of dope, dude.
He's sick in there.
He's kind of dope.
I like him in here, honestly.
All right, Fish Guy Hack likes him, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to keep him. We shall see. Welcome back to the pond 1 week later. So it's been exactly 1 week since I've had these guys, and I actually decided, after I put the fish in, I decided to camp out with a chair and just watch him for hours. So I watched the snapping turtle and the gar, the way they interacted, and the snapping turtle does not care at all about the gar. So I'm gonna leave the gar in there. But the mollies and platies I took out, I put them in my tank. But the gar, I think the snapping turtle is totally fine with him. It's been a week and has taken zero interest in the gar. Absolutely zero interest. So I think he should be fine with bigger kinds of fish. As long as there's bigger fish in here, we could be fine with that snapping turtle in there. So it's been a week, he's eating like a champ. I already fed him some shrimp, already fed the gar shrimp. So I think we are actually good right now. right now. I'm gonna keep a sharp eye on them and I'll let you guys know if there's any updates. But for right now, I think they're absolutely fine. I've been telling my brother to constantly be checking on them because obviously the first week or so is gonna be the telltale sign. But so far, these two guys are buddies and they could care less about each other, and they're living in harmony. They swim right next to each other. The gar goes right up to him. The snapping turtle looks at him and says, you know what? You don't look like food, you look like a stick. And he moves along on his way. So I think it's a really, really cool pond that we got going on. Look at him, he's just hiding in his little spot there. He's just chilling in his little spot, and the gar usually hangs out right underneath this log here, right there, and they just chill with each other. So it is absolutely going well, but you guys let me know what you think in the comments about what we should do with big fella here, because right now he's good, to be honest with you, but let me know if you guys think we should keep him in this pond and get him big. I don't know, that's kind of scary. Maybe in my next couple videos, I'll show you guys him feeding, because he eats shrimp like an absolute freaking beast. He is a true beast. So drop names for him and the gar down in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.